Okay, share screen, entire screen. So now you should see it, I expect. Yes?
It's
Yes.
small, but yeah.
Zoom.
Yeah, let me,
Yeah, much better.
that should be better. So, yeah, after the previous call, nothing globally changed here, except for one topic to be created. So we already had like edit topic from the editor team. We started using it. I've also created account topic, as you had mentioned, and we also wanted to create like studio epic, but yeah, Sebastian asked like guys from the studio team, and they told us they would create the topic themselves. So that's why we decided to put all events meant for studio in account for now. So at the end, we have like only two Kafka topics, account and edit.
Okay.
Yeah, so I highlighted which like entities are going to which Kafka topic to make it clear. I also provided one more example for you of that because you mentioned that it's not clear enough why we need to make like populate operations to MongoDB before send Kafka events. So for example, I just provided one more example why we need like populate operations before sending Kafka events. So yeah, if you want me, I can go through. But yeah, briefly speaking, like we have like restore operations are need. Sorry.
Dima, can you go through it
Yeah,
for a second?
yeah, I can. So for example, wait, you said or what?
No.
I
Go.
didn't hear.
I want you to dive into it. I just.
Okay. So, like in most cases, we use restore operations to like convert soft delete items to recovered items only in retool, because like from UI perspective, we cannot do that. And in all restore operations, we don't have enough data to get the info needed for Kafka. So, for example, if you want to restore a clip, you in almost all cases have only clip ID and that's it. But for clip events, we also need to get like production ID, studio ID, project ID, and so on. But these parameters are missing in the URL and whatever we need. So in that case, we just need to get like this info based on clip ID and get like project ID, studio, and so on,
The
and
restore.
send it to Kafka.
Okay, but this service, that's a new service, right? The service that send event to Kafka. What is this like? Can you go up?
It's a monolith, like our classic
It's
monolith app.
itself. Okay. And
Yes.
now, when you do restore, so it goes to the retool API.
Not really. I was saying that restore operations are used by retool only. But we should also cover this by Kafka events because if someone from support team wants to
Why you don't
restore
do?
a project,
Why you don't send the event on the restore? On the
we
API,
do.
that does the
We
restore.
do, but we send the event like to Kafka, but we need to fill the event data by some data. So in order to get it, we need to do a populate to Mongo and get production ID and studio ID.
That, that's the monolith, right? That sending
Yes,
the event,
yes, yes,
right?
yes,
When I go to retool and I do restore, retool calls an API on the monolith.
yes,
That API
yes.
on the monolith need to go into the database, read the data, and do the restore. So that API has the data. That's the place that you need to send the event from. The restore API.
But as I said, we do that. We do what you just said.
So it already has the data. You don't need to go to Mongo specifically and read the data because the restore API it's
We do, but sometimes like some IDs are missing. Like as I said, studio ID sometimes are missing for project ID or clip ID because uh, like for why we need to have it. And in order to like extend the event data, we need to populate the data from Mongo to get studio ID and send it to Kafka event.
From our side, we don't need all of these fields. If you want just to restore the event, you can send just the specific fields that you want to change.
Yeah, but in the future, if we want to add some filters by studio ID or production ID, we need to have the data in Elasticsearch, like from the beginning. We don't want to have like migrations in the future to populate the data again and again. That's the point. In 1 or 2 months, we need to add filters by production ID, studio ID, or project ID.
Yeah, but how
If we do,
restore? But you should have this already data in the Elasticsearch. Restore just basically restores this data.
No, but it means you already deleted it previously, meaning it was deleted from Elastic.
But we are deleting it like
No.
permanently, or we are doing soft delete.
no. We do soft delete.
But then
So
it shouldn't
perhaps
be a
we
problem.
don't need this data?
Sorry.
I mean, if soft delete doesn't really delete
Can I
anything from
update?
Elastic?
Can I update a record in Elastic in your architecture?
If you soft delete an item, you shouldn't see the item in global search. Like when you search for something, and for example, there is a project, and it's soft deleted, you don't see it
No,
in
I
the
have a
search
question
results.
regarding the Elasticsearch point of view. If we delete, do you do soft delete or what you do on your end?
Self-delete.
So
Soft
if you
delete
go into
everywhere.
restore, you just mark it as like deleted false, and that's it, right?
How you're doing soft delete in Elastic?
Self-deleted app, self-deleted back.
Flex.
So you can update a record in Elastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But
so
I don't think we need any update here because if soft delete
You
occurs,
just need
we
an
don't-
update that it was restored.
Yeah,
you need the
that's
ID
it.
and say restore, and they going to change the flag, the existing.
Yeah, Dima, do you understand? But
Not really.
yeah, why we need the data? Why we need to provide a data in restore if you can just provide, I don't know, clip ID and that's it, or recording ID and that's it for
To
them.
say this ID
Restored.
was restored, and then they are going to mark it as soft delete false, restored
Ah,
true, and the
okay,
data is
okay,
restored.
okay. To be honest, those events were like created before me, so but yeah, it was my fault that I didn't notice it and make it like better. Yeah,
It's no one's fault.
Yeah, this is why we're here.
yeah, I'll remove all these like redundant fields and leave only clip ID or whatever it needs like for restore. It might be project ID, it might be production ID or studio ID. Yeah.
Don't set null, because if you will set null, I will nullify the.
It's really hard to hear you.
Yeah.
Like that. 1 second.
Please just make sure to don't don't nullify the field. Don't send production ID is null, because if so, I will set.
Yeah, I'll make these fields optional, and I'm not going to send them at all. So yeah.
We will test.
Yeah, I'm not going to send them at none. Yeah, all good. Okay.
עליו כזה, פה יש USB.
Yeah, we can move forward. Yeah, okay. Restore operations discussed. Kafka events here discussed. If you have something, Hannah, to discuss about transcriptions, we can like do that. Otherwise, I will move on to the next step.
At general, we have one point that we get the transcription ready per archive, and we hope in the future it will be per session.
Yeah, I don't think
Yes.
it really matters for this point, you know, of this issue in general. And there is like a general issue where right now, let's say an archive a session was transcribed fully, all of its tracks, and then someone retranscribes because of whatever. And then on each new archive that's being ready, get an event on the whole session because yeah, this is the multiple event thing. So yeah, I know. Also the fluff, yeah. So unrelated, but it exists. So for now, Hannah is relying on the transcription on the track level event, so it's fine. כן, אני לא יכול...
Is there a way for you
Actually,
to
can you
another
try
one?
it? Can you disable and enable my echo cancellation, please?
Dima?
Okay.
I thought you already. I can't change any settings.
I cannot change it.
Because recording, stop recording.
Ah,
Can you pause recording for a second?
Dima,